Thank you so much for your time. First of all, may I ask you where you're from?
I'm from Ukraine.
Ukraine. Okay. Привет. And Дякую.
Дякую.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
What brings you here in Japan?
So obvious reasons is the war, but like the culture, the people, the language. Like I was interested in it. That's why I decided to come.
Since when you wanted to come? Like you watched some anime or something?
Yeah. I watched a lot of anime. Like I really like Hunter x Hunter, The Gray Man, Nana. Like I know a lot. Yeah, so I started watching them about 5 years ago, and since then I really wanted to visit. I planned to enter Japanese learning school, but yeah, I came here like about 2 years ago.
Cool. So you mean you also speak Japanese?
ちょっとだけ.
Okay, maybe later we can talk. A little bit in Japanese, yeah.
Let's try.
Yeah. Well, so when was the first time you came here?
It was in September 2022, so yeah, like 2 years ago exactly. I stayed for about a year. Then I went back to Ukraine for months to meet my family. Then I went to the Netherlands and was traveling around Europe. And then I came back to Japan. Then I stayed for another half of a year. And then I came back to Ukraine for 6 months. And now I'm back here, so it's just, it was always traveling around somewhere.
Oh my god, that's really cool.
Yeah.
2022, finally you arrived here. So what was the first impression? Do you remember?
Oh, everything is so different because I've lived in many European countries. I lived in Ireland, in Germany before, and like Japan is so quiet comparing. I find Japan very peaceful country. And that was my first impression. And of course, like the nature is so good because I lived in the countryside.
Which you?
In Fukushima.
Fukushima. Oh.
Yeah, and yeah, I lived near the sea and mountains, so it was a nice like because I had a bike with me as well. And yeah, I could like go to different places, explore Japanese lifestyle.
That's cool.
And yeah, people are very down to earth as well. Like there, especially like in Tokyo, it's more of a hustle culture, comparing of course. But yeah, here people are more down to earth. They appreciate like families.
Yeah. So when you lived in Fukushima, maybe it's more less foreigners, so you had more interaction with Japanese people.
Yeah, I actually was teaching in Japanese school, like in Japanese high school, English. So I was like a teacher's assistant. And like kids are so funny. Yeah, I mean in high school they're more like sleeping. But at the same time like I was telling them a lot of stuff about Ukraine. Like each lesson I prepared some presentations like about our food, for example. And like in Ukraine we have a famous franchise of food chain, and it's called like Puzata Khata in Ukrainian, but in Japanese it's like Taikobara no Ie.
Takobara no Ie?
Yeah, and they were laughing like so hard when they heard this name. But yeah, it was very fun.
Takobara no Ie?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's like Taiko.
Taikobara?
Yeah.
Taikobara.
Yeah.
Okay, like the big stomach, yeah?
Stomach, yeah, like tummy.
Okay, that's interesting. That's funny. Yeah. What kind of impression do your students have about you? What do you think?
I don't know. I think I'm a very talkative person. So they probably like they were mostly like shy, and I needed to come up with some games to make it interactive. But we had a lot of nice games. Like I would just point at some stuff and ask them what it is like in English, and they would teach me Japanese as well. So yeah, I think it was nice, and I had like always a support. So there was like a Japanese English teacher. Yeah. So that's why I find this as a nice experience.
Also, did you experience any like a school festival or something? Or?
In my university, like we had cultural festival because there were a lot of cultures like besides Ukrainian. Yeah, and I represented Ukrainian culture. So we prepared our national food. Like if you know, it was like Ukrainian pancakes, basically called mlinci. Yeah, and we like sold them, and it was so funny because I learned like this Japanese different stuff they say in like ikaga desu ka?
Ikaga desu ka?
Yasuyo desu yo.
Yasuyo desu yo.
It was very funny. Yeah, irashaimase, irashaimase. And it was very funny because I felt like cashier in the store.
Yeah, that's nice. Was it popular? That the food was popular?
Yeah, it was popular. Like we sold everything.
Wow, that's great. In Fukushima also you are not alone. Also with some Ukrainian people.
Yeah, like I came with my best friend here, so she left already. But yeah, we were like living on on the same floor, almost like nearby. Yeah, so I still had
okay.
some support. It's not
That's
big.
nice. From your experience, what kind of impression do you have Japanese people?
Yeah, I feel it's very different in like in all parts of Japan. So where I lived in Fukushima, like they were so like excited about foreigners, for example. I feel like also they were more energetic. Like for example, if you come to the store, like here you still hear sometimes irashaimase and stuff, but there it was like they were super energetic. Like and in Tokyo, I feel like there are all kinds of people. I mean, mostly they were polite, as everyone says. At the same time, it can somewhat be difficult to make friends, especially if they do not speak English. But yeah, I love Japanese people. I mean, I feel like that's one of the reasons why I wanted to stay.
That's nice. So you are living in Fukushima 1 year?
More than 1 year.
More than 1 year,
Year
okay.
and a half.
What was the, I don't know, memorable, like a memory or something, highlights?
Oh, like the first time I went to the sea, probably. I do not know why, but for almost a year I was there, I thought like you cannot swim in that sea. Yeah, and then I went there and it was so nice. Like, the waves were so big. And I didn't have a swimsuit. So I just, like went there in a shirt. So it was, it was like a very nice experience. It was hot summer. I mean, there were just a lot of support to Ukrainian people. Like my university, like they helped us a lot, and probably this was the most memorable thing. I remember when I left, it was so sad. Like I hugged everyone. Basically, like they did everything, like from visa stuff to like my place where I live to the place where I studied. So it was very sad, to say goodbye. That was what I remember.
You mean you studied in Japanese like university, but Fukushima University?
Yeah. It was Higashi Nippon Kokusai Daigaku, so it's like a private university in Iwaki.
When did you move to Tokyo?
In May this year, so about 5 months ago.
5 months.
4 or 5 months.
Are you still studying in Japanese university or graduated?
Yeah, I graduated.
So why this time you came back to Japan?
I just missed it so much. I feel like maybe I have some emotional attachment to Japan. I just decided to come to see for 3 weeks. If I wanted to stay, like it would be my final time in Japan, and I wanted to make the most of it. So I was living in it was like share house. My hosts were very nice, and they did a lot of events, and like we celebrated the birthday, like not mine, but of the host. Yeah, and they always invited me, and like one of them, I told them that I really like haiku, and there was like a haiku movie in cinemas, and she brought me like free tickets because her friend is like director of the movie.
Oh my god.
And it was just so nice, like all of these things were happening. And I thought like, wow, like maybe I should stay. And yeah, then I just didn't want to go, and I started like the process, like to find out what I need to stay in.
So because nice memory in 3 weeks made you stay more.
Yeah. Like I thought, like it's a sign.
That's good. So how's your life in Tokyo so far?
I really love Tokyo. I feel like this city is there are so many opportunities and so many nice people that I would like to meet. In Tokyo, also like lifestyle balance is so good because you have a place you can go party to, and as well you can go place where you can relax, and seaside is also nearby, and mountains and everything. So it's like very diverse city, and each part of the city is very different from another. So I like how diverse Tokyo is, and it's a nice place to live. I feel like.
What do you like to do in Tokyo so far?
In Tokyo,
what do you usually do?
So as I work, I usually stay like near my house, so I usually go for walks. I also like kind of sporty person, so I like to go jogging. So I try to run like 3 times a week at least. I read a lot. I try to hang out with my friends, like go to dinners or go traveling somewhere. That's what I did so far.
Do you go to izakaya?
So I was there like actually like 2 days ago. If you're with friends, it's nice. It's loud, and there was a person celebrating their birthday, and like it was so loud. Like they just came in like chanting something, and like we were all like clapping our hands, and I said like to my friend, I want you to celebrate my birthday like this. So.
Yeah, foreign people say Japanese people are shy.
Yeah,
but
it's not true.
Yeah, once they started drinking
Yeah,
they change.
it's not even when drinking. Like guys are so bold. Like they would come to you at the streets, you know, ask you for your like social media and so like even in Ukraine, like nobody does that.
Also, so some Japanese guys asked you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
many. Like,
Many. Wow.
yeah, like I pretend I'm deaf most of the time.
Sometimes it's annoying, but
Sometimes it's annoying, especially if you're like going to meet a friend. And,
yeah. Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, I mean it's happening. No, just I think it's good that there is a balance. Like there are some shy people, there are some like bold people, confident that can come up to you. So it's like good that it's happening sometimes.
Okay. So, by the way, what did you feel when I talked to you? When I stopped you? What did you feel?
I was
In this
like,
case.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, like what's going on? But yeah, I'm very happy that you're there.
Okay.
I feel like I made a friend, which is more important for me than written in.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I'm really appreciate to hear about it.
Yeah.
In total, how long you stay? Like
It's more than 2 years.
Okay, more than 2 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so you mean like you experienced many seasons of Japan, like all season, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite season?
I like the season now, so it's like early autumn. It's still warm, like a bit suzushi, but still warm. And I really like when like the leaves start like become colorful,
Yellow,
yeah,
orange.
and of course I like late spring when it's already warm enough. Yeah.
When you are in Fukushima, also you lived in 1 year, right? So did you like Fukushima's like fourth season? What did you like there?
In Fukushima, I really liked spring and autumn as well. Also, there were nice like tanabata, different matsuri in summer.
Yeah.
I really like this stuff, like fireworks. There, it's more like like all of the people know each other. And
Yes.
it feels like a very intimate kind of gathering.
Countryside is like that. People's connection is stronger.
Yeah. And then I also went to Daiichi Fukushima nuclear power plant. We went on Fukushima reconstruction tour, and they told us everything about the tragedy and how it compares to Chernobyl, because we had like not the same thing, but similar thing in Ukraine. So it was very interesting.
Okay.
Of course, it was very sad, but it was very interesting to find out more about this, because we lived in this prefecture, so of course we wanted to know.
I'm happy that you know this side of Japanese history also. If it's okay, could you show me your favorite picture in Japan?
Yeah, so this is the picture I took because I was a photographer. So it was in Fukushima, like Hanami season. Yeah, it's my friend here, and then it's my favorite picture. It's in the same like.
Oh, that's nice.
It's me.
That's gorgeous, beautiful picture.
Thank you. It's Aizu Wakamatsu.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
It's a place in Fukushima, very nice.
Yeah.
Nature-wise.
Yeah. Wow. This is so beautiful. Oh, these are your important memory in Fukushima. That's nice.
I remember it was my second day in Tokyo, so it's in Ebisu.
Ebis.
Yeah. I remember I was just going around this area, so it was nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Recently I went to Takao.
Takao-san. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. You seem you are very enjoying that.
I was hiking a bit, like a bit.
You said you like outgoing sports, so
Yeah, it was nice.
you enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can we talk a little bit in Japanese? So first, can you introduce yourself?
私はスニザナです。
スニザナ。
でもジェーン大丈夫です。
ジェーン。
22歳です。
22歳。
はい、ウクライナから来ました。私の趣味はテニス、読書、以上です。
OK。好きな食べ物なんですか？日本の食べ物。
日本の食べ物、おにぎりが好き。
おにぎり。
寿司も餅。はい。
おー、甘い餅？
甘い餅。
おにぎりは何の味が好き？
サーモン、ツナマヨ。
ツナマヨ。
はい。
好きな日本の言葉ってありますか？日本語。
木漏れ日。
木漏れ日。
はい。
どうして？
I just really like to enjoy the nature, and I feel like I just heard this word and it really stick in my brain. And I remember when we had a class in Japanese, so they also asked like your favorite word in Japanese, and everybody said arigatou gozaimasu. And I said komorebi.
Komorebi, yeah.
Yeah, it's something that I always tell.
Oh, that's really nice words.
Yeah, I feel like Japanese language has so many words that do not exist in other languages, especially when it comes
Yeah.
to. I also like hanabi and hanabi. Hanabi is like fireworks.
That's cool. So what's your favorite kanji?
Kanji, yeah, I like tea.
Tea?
Yeah.
Ocha? Cha?
Cha. I like in days of the week there is like doyobi, so I like yo.
Yo?
It's like very complicated. Kind
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the moon, so
Moon.
Tsuki,
Mm,
like that.
that's nice. Well, so maybe this is the last question. Okay, so you are still 22 years old, and now you are living in Japan. But what's your future plan or dream? Like, you wanna keep staying in Japan, or moving other country, or what kind of job you want to have, or whatever?
As I imagine it, I would like to work really a flexible schedule online, so I have the opportunity to just travel a lot. Like, it would be really great if Japan was the main country of the residence, so I would have like my life here, my apartment, maybe my partner and so on. But otherwise, I would like to travel, explore new countries as much as possible, because I feel like these years are the best, to experience this. Like, you still have the energy to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, ideally I would love to stay here. At the same time, I want to have a flexible job that I can travel with, like go to Europe sometimes, go to explore Asia and so on. So that's my plan.
Also to see your family. And,
To see my family, yeah, because I'm a family person, so I want to see them as much as possible.
You're still 22, but you have like such a mature, independent person you are. Because you're living alone, right?
Yeah.
Wow, you're so independent. That's cool.
Thank you.
So hope your dream or future plan came true.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Dziękuję. Dziękuję.
Dziękuję.
Dziękuję.
Is
It's
the Polish.
Yeah, Polish. Yeah, it's complicated.
Dziękuję.
Dziękuję. Thank
Yeah.
you. ありがとうございます。
Bye bye.
Thank you.